The field of computer visualization is expanding rapidly. In Winston-Salem, we have two organizations that are experts in this rapidly changing field. In this segment of Making a Difference, we will explore the latest technology in medical imaging and learn what it takes to create a feature-length film. Takoya Boyd from the School of Computer Technology at Atkins High School will take us on the tour. Takoya, what can we expect?
One is life-saving and the other is magically entertaining. Both are amazing. We start with Josh Tan from Wake Forest Health Sciences at the Center for Biomolecular Imaging. Mr. Tan, what exactly is medical imaging?
Physicians needed a faster, less invasive way of seeing what is going on inside the human body. It was very time-consuming and often required surgery to see what was going on. We have the ability to look at a cross-section of a bone, but it required looking at hundreds and sometimes thousands of cross-sections to get a sense of what was going on. With medical imaging, we engineered a way to assemble all of those cross-sections of CT or MR scans into a continuous 3D image. The 3D image allows us to fly through the image. In this case, we are flying through the marrow in a patient's vertebra.
What other areas are you working on?
Medical imaging can play a big role in cardiac surgery. Today, when someone has a heart attack, the current way to explore the problem is a surgical procedure called cardiac catheterization. This procedure uses an injection of radioactive dye from the femoral artery in the leg into the heart to see what the blood vessels are and the extent of the blockage. Imagine being able to fly around and through the heart without the surgical procedure. Looking at a human heart and examining blood vessels on the surface of the heart to see if there's a blockage that causes a heart attack. Here we see one. The surgeon also has the ability to zoom out and to rotate 360 degrees. The surgeon can even fly through a blood vessel for a closer look.
What do you need to know to be good at medical imaging?
It is important to have the understanding of human physiology when working with medical imaging. Some technical computer skills are helpful because you're using highly sophisticated medical imaging equipment. Of course, some knowledge of 3D animation is very important.
Now we will jump from life-saving images to magical entertainment. From Wake Forest Medical School to Out of Our Minds Animation Studios, where magical characters come to life in 3D animation. Let's take a quick look at part of the trailer for their new feature-length film.
It's scary and big.
From the award-winning Out of Our Minds Animation Studios comes one of these magical Once Upon a Time.
The characters in the Magistical are amazing. How did they come about?
Well, it started with an idea, and then the next step is to create a script, and the script contains characters, but we don't know what they look like, so we have to make drawings. And we make a ton of drawings, and from those drawings we come up with 3 or 4 that we really think are going to be strong. And then from there we pick one and begin sculpting it, literally sculpting it using virtual clay in the computer. This virtual clay exists as a wireframe.
What exactly is a wireframe?
Great question. In 3D animation, we need the wireframe to rotate the character around and to give them a sense of shape in this 3D space. It's not just a flat cartoon. It's more like if we were to walk around the character with a video camera. This gives us that freedom. And we're also able to take that wireframe and send it to a printer, just as you'd send a photo to the printer. And that's where we get these little characters. And this helps us to further make sure that we're more comfortable with the final shape before we start animation.
What do you do to make it look like the character?
Well, once we've got the shape developed in wireframe, we can then paint it just as you'd paint a character and add accessories and clothes and just develop it just as a final character ready for animation.
What's next?
And what we then do is record the voices for the character, and with those voices, a trained animator can match the poses of the character frame by frame so that it creates a performance.
What do you have to know to be good at 3D animation?
Artistic ability and imagination are extremely important. Just coming up with the ideas is essential to starting. But once you have those ideas, knowing the computer skills, the tools that are required to bring these ideas to life is extremely important. And another key is teamwork. You've got to be able to work with other people, because it takes a lot of people to pull off one of these movies. Just watch the credits at the end of any movie. All those people had to get along to make that movie a reality.
For Making a Difference, this is Sequoia Boyd at Out of Our Mind Studios on 4th Street.